to my channel. So now that we're getting into the full swing of things for 2018, I wanted to do a recap video of all my 2017 travel. And the goal of this video really is to let you guys see or have an idea for what is possible when you budget and when you really make travel a priority. So first things first, before I start this video, I know I said it's gonna be 2017 travel, but I have to just throw in one 2016 trip real quick. So the end of 2016, I went to Puerto Rico, and I went with my sister, and it was in December that we went. It was very, 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 very last minute. Like, we literally bought our tickets and decided we were gonna go 2.5 weeks before we went. I had too much PTO and I wasn't about to get it paid out in taxed, so I decided to use it, and we went to Puerto Rico instead. It was an amazing trip. We stayed in one hotel that was like a little bit more inner, and then we stayed in another hotel that was a little bit more in San Juan. It was amazing. One of the days while we were there, we went out to the east of the island to go see the Abuja National Rainforest, and it was absolutely amazing. I mean, it was like getting to just walk around the rainforest was amazing. We got to see the waterfalls, the big waterfall, and I actually literally almost fell, like almost busted my butt right as we were getting to it, but praise Jesus, I was not put to shame. Then the next trip I went on was Nigeria, and I went from December of 2016 into January. It was really fun. I mean, when I first went, everyone that was supposed to come with me and everyone I was supposed to go with, they ended up not being able to go. My own brother wasn't there. And my dad initially wanted me to cancel my ticket because he's like, why are you still going? Your brother isn't there. But I'm really happy I went. I mean, everyone that I hung out with while I was there made it worthwhile. Like, it was lit in every meaning of the word. Like, when it was time to come back, I was so sad. I was extremely sad. But Nigeria was so much fun. And then I think for me it was also great because this was my first time like going to Nigeria by myself, like to, enjoy life. And then I had the opportunity to go to Abuja to go visit one of my friends from undergrad that I hadn't seen in probably in almost a year maybe. And then to also visit one of my like aunts that I hadn't seen in like several years. And it was, I think just actually being there in Abuja and showing up, they were like, you're actually here. So it felt really good to actually be able to do that and go see them. And then on my way back, I had my little brief stopover in Dubai, but I've covered that in another video. So if you want to find out more information about that, you can go watch that video. Then after that, my next trip was in March, and this was with my sister. And we went to London, Paris, and Brussels. We did 4 days in London, 2 days in Paris, and then 4 days in Brussels. And it was a very fun trip. It was very fast paced. Like, we were just, at least in London, we were kind of spending time with my aunt, and then she ended up traveling. So we just ended up kind of seeing more of the city ourselves. Paris was like, man, in Paris, we were on a time crunch. Like, we literally went from one monument to the next monument. I think with travel, it's nice to like hear of all these places, but then it's something else to actually see them in person. And I'm also big on history. So for me, getting to see a lot of these places is so meaningful. Like, it really just means a lot because I know a little bit about the background of it. Like, I know a little bit about the Eiffel Tower and, how the Eiffel Tower, why it was first built. So I think travel for me is great because I get to see history in the present. So Paris, I think Paris definitely has that vibe about it that I really, really liked. We got to see a lot of the things that we wanted to see in Paris. The only thing we probably didn't get to see that I wanted to see was the Palace of Versailles. But other than that, everything else we got to see. By the time that we got to Brussels, though, we were so tired. I think we spent most of our time just chilling in bed. We really spent most of our time just like, oh, I'm tired, man. But Brussels was nice as well. Of course, people that know me, anybody that has ever lived with me knows my obsession with waffles. I got a waffle like every day, at least one every day. Like, waffles, man. Waffles, they will not allow me to live my life peacefully. Hey! Yeah. One of the things that I like about London is that London is so unique, and of course a lot of places are diverse, whatever you want to say, but London is just so unique. I think for me, from that trip, London was probably my favorite place. I would definitely go back to London, and I would definitely spend more time there. But yeah, London was just amazing. Like, it just, I don't know, there's just something about it. And also has a lot of history and culture and you know, its own stuff. But I really loved London. So it was amazing. Overall, it was pretty simple and pretty easy to get around. We did a lot of train. I think that's, for me, like one of the best things that I really enjoyed about visiting Europe. Like the fact that they're so reliant on rail, and the fact that it works very well, unlike DC. Okay. So after Europe, the next trip that I took, I went to Toronto in May with my friend Joy. This trip for me was so, oh my God. I'm a huge Degrassi fan, and it was just like, that's one of the things we did. We went to go find Degrassi Street because I was so pressed. But it was a really nice trip. Getting to Niagara Falls was the most stressful journey of my life. Oh my God. I feel like I almost snapped on doing that day. And it wasn't even her. It wasn't even, she didn't do anything. I just almost snapped because I was just so, oh my God, I was so stressed out. But Toronto was amazing. The city, I feel like the city has a good amount of culture. Yeah, I liked it. I thought Toronto was very nice. I ended up randomly seeing one of my friends, her younger sister. It was so random how we like ran into each other. Well, I actually saw her brother, and that one was planned. But then like we ran into her sister, and we were like, whoa, you live in Toronto? But it was, yeah, it was chill. It was nice. And then after Toronto, for 4th of July, I went to New Orleans, and I went with Join again. And New Orleans was pretty good. We went around the same time as Essence, and I hate traveling when there's a lot of tourists in the area, because I just feel like you can't, it's hard to move around because there's traffic everywhere. Everybody's everywhere. People are out. I don't like people like that. So it's just a lot. Like, I really actually hate traveling during like high tourist season, because I want to actually like get to see the local culture that I'm visiting. So I think for me, Essence Festival, I mean, I actually, and I kind of, part of me kind of wishes I actually like went and checked out some of the stuff they were doing, but I was just like, no, I'm not here for this. So the next trip I took in September was to the Cayman Islands, and I went for one of my friend's birthday. And Cayman was a lot of fun, and we stayed in an Airbnb. There were 5 of us, so you know, we were able to split it up kind of okay. Cayman is expensive though. I'm gonna tell you guys that much. Cayman is expensive. Like, we went grocery shopping the first day, and you know, we did all the groceries and everything, and then they told us the price. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, this price is a little expensive, but you know, we'll just manage. And then I was like, wait, is this in Cayman dollars and US dollars? When they told us the price in US dollars, I was like, yay! Like, all of us were like shocked. Like, people were looking at us inside the store because we probably were doing a little too much, but it was expensive. But Cayman was a lot of fun. I feel like it was a very like loungy kind of, let's relax. We weren't doing too much like running helter skelter left and right, but it was a lot of fun. Definitely it was a good trip. Also in September, I had to travel again, but this time it was for work. So I went to Salt Lake City, Utah. And I was there for about 4 days, 3 nights, I think. So the first day that we got there, everything was cool. First full day, everything was cool. Second day, fam, I have never in my life felt elevation sickness. I didn't even know that. I feel like I've heard elevation sickness. I was like, okay, elevation sickness, okay. Then I felt it. I said, God, this is not how I'm going to die. This is not where I would die. Like, it was actually pretty bad. I think the day when it really hit me, I could like barely get out of bed that morning. And you know, I'm there for work, so it's not like I can just call off and be like, yeah, sorry guys, I'm not gonna show up. No, fam, you gonna show up. Halfway through the day, my coworkers were looking at me like, are you okay? Maybe you should head back to your room. It's okay, we'll take care of everything. Just go back to your room. Like, I looked that out of it. Like, I felt so terrible. Like, so I don't know if I would ever go back to Salt Lake City just because of that. Like, it was real. But Salt Lake City is beautiful. A lot of great views, mountains. It was a little cold when I went, but it was just very nice. Like, the city blocks were like blocks. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. They're like official blocks, like actual square blocks, not DC blocks that are like kind of a block, kind of not a block. And they all seem like they're the same size, which is really weird to me. I'm probably the only person that notices something like that, but So Salt Lake City was cool. And then after Salt Lake City, I think I went to Pittsburgh for like a weekend with my friend. Then I also went to Jersey for Thanksgiving. And then after that, I capped everything off in 2017 with another trip to Nigeria, which my vlogs are probably up. And I have to say, I think the highlight for me of Nigeria for 2017 that I just went was probably the concerts. They were actually like really lit. That's all I went on for 2017. I'm pretty excited about travels ahead for 2018. I definitely don't have everything as planned out as I did last year, but I think I'm gonna have a good travel year nonetheless. And for those of you who are really trying to get into traveling, I would just encourage you to start. That's really all you have to do. All right, see you in the next video.